Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special Presentation, Girls High School Basketball. From the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I, the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick travel to Hazleton to take on the hometown Lady Cougars of Hazleton area. And you are looking live at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. We thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats, and Joe, an interesting matchup tonight between the Lady Bulldogs and Lady Cougars. Lady Cougars currently tied with Pittston area atop the Wyoming Valley Conference at 5-1.
And I'll tell you what, Berwick tonight to have a chance, there are a couple of things. Number one, handle the ball well, limit turnovers, break the press, and get the ball up the floor. It's going to be a tough assignment. Hazleton tough at home.
We are underway as Steve Mandrowski got us underway. He's joined by Ryan Erie and John Basic. And right off the bat, Reese Mensinger puts Berwick up 3-0. She's joined in the starting lineup tonight by Tori Talanka, Taylor and Peyton Montana, and Michaela Davis.
And one of the things I was going to say beforehand, Marty, get to shoot well.
And a rebound for Taylor Montana. Hazleton area in the white. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. They start the game with Mackenzie Yorai, Maddie Morocco, Kendra File, Alyssa Shamani, and Ashley Martinchek. Mensinger in the corner, out to Davis. That's Payne to Taylor Montana, and I believe Shamani got a hand on the ball, forcing the jump ball. And it'll be Hazleton area basketball.
One of the things Berwick likes to do, get the ball inside to Montana, see if she can go to the basket with it.
Now we should mention that Coach Joe Gavio of Hazleton area had medical procedure done about a week ago, as he was telling the story before tonight's game, and he is coaching tonight, but by doctor's orders he's been told to take it easy on the sidelines if Coach Gavio can do that, but we're not going to see Coach Gavio up and about very much off the bench tonight, and that's for health purposes, just so that people, as he was worried where people would think that he didn't care.
Well, but, I can't see any coach taking it easy, to be very honest with you, especially Coach Gavio.
And Coach Gavio was so concerned by his procedure that he didn't realize he was wearing stripes tonight, not the solid pink shirt. But in all seriousness, we hope Coach Gavio gets well. As Mensinger comes up with the steal, finding Talanka running the floor. Can't get it to go. And a rebound for Kendra File. She'll push it ahead to Morocco. Morocco will go right at Mensinger. Shot won't go, but she'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Mensinger couldn't set herself, was moving. Morocco goes to the line, as you mentioned, Marty. One of the things Hazleton area has done, both girls and boys teams that shoot well from the line. Let's see if, and she does. Morocco makes the first.
Now, if I would have said something like that, she would have missed. So we know that Coach DeMelfi's always in the good wishes of the players. Unlike me, that has the black cat attached to it. Morocco hits both, and it's 3-2 Lady Bulldogs. And after the miss, Hazleton area comes with that full court pressure, and that'll force the turnover as Taylor's pass to Payton was a little bit long.
One of the things I talked about pregame, break the press, take care of the ball. First turnover for the Bulldogs.
Shamani on the wing. Gets it to Morocco. Her jumper is good. Hazleton area their first lead of the night at 4-3. Michaela Davis will bring up the basketball to break the pressure, but she gets double teamed. Knocked away by Yorai. Morocco will get it ahead to Yorai. She'll challenge Montana, and Taylor Montana will block it out of bounds. Nice defense there by the Berwick senior.
I think they're going to get her for a foul.
I apologize.
That's okay. They called Taylor Montana. Looked like she had a hand on the ball, but I guess they called a body foul.
Yorai hits the first. Uri hits both. She makes it a 6-3 Hazleton area lead.
Berwick has turned it over here the last 2 times. This time up the floor very quickly. Good defensive play by Martinsik.
You were very impressed with her a couple weeks ago when we saw them against Crestwood and her defense against Maddie Ritzik. And Montana, after getting her putback, she was fouled. Taylor Montana, second leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs at 11.2 points per game.
Montana gives Berwick a presence inside. Taylor Montana.
Martinsik picked up the foul, her first, team first. Montana hits 1 out of 2, and she makes it a 2-point game. First sub of the game, it'll be number 23, Karen Boone, in for Berwick. Lady Bulldogs under the direction of Coach Bill Phillips. Shamani takes one step in the jumper. Loose basketball. Picked up by Morocco, but Steve Nadrowski has her go out of bounds on the sideline. It'll be Berwick ball. 5:14 remaining in the opening quarter. Lady Cougars up 6-4. And again, the full court pressure creates problems for Berwick. Hazleton area gets it back up 2. Get a look at Coach Gavio quickly. One of the few times we'll see him standing tonight, and he quickly takes a seat. Uri on the wing. She looks to drive, gives it off to Martinsik. Off to Shamani. Her jumper from the foul line won't go. She follows, tries for the save, but she stepped out of bounds. Berwick ball, 4:59 left in the opening quarter.
Berwick needs to get the ball up the floor, middle of the floor, and then up the floor. Right now, struggling to do that.
Montana had her pass tipped. She was looking for Payne Montana, and Shamani knocked it out of bounds.
Another turnover.
Payne Montana brings it up, crosses the timeline. Got double teamed, had her pass tipped, but Boone was able to get it. She goes cross court. This is Mensinger. She gets the bank shot to go. She's got 5 of the 6 for the Lady Bulldogs, and this game is tied at 6.
Reese Mensinger, sophomore.
File looks inside to Martinsik. Can't get it to go. Talanka with a nice box out, getting the rebound. And here come the Lady Bulldogs looking to regain the lead in this 6-all tie.
Toward Talanka, only a junior, so Berwick has some youngsters on this team.
And Shamani knocked it away. Morocco came up with a kick ahead to Uri. Her jumper is good. Mackenzie Uri has 4. Lady Cougars back up in front, 8-6. Payne Montana breaks the double team, but then dragged her pivot foot, giving it back to the Lady Cougars.
I'll tell you what, Marty, when you're breaking the press, you need to pass the ball. Can't put it on the floor too long because they're going to end up a 2-on-1 situation.
This is Shamani. Her jumper from the elbow won't go. And her long rebound for Mensinger. This is Taylor Montana. She takes a strong drive down the lane. Rebound by Martinsik.
Lost control there a little bit. It looked like she had a good shot at the basket.
That 3 won't go. Long rebound. Believe it's off of Morocco, and it'll be Berwick ball. 3:12 remaining in the opening quarter. Lady Cougars up 2.
Taylor Montana, good hustle defensively.
But you mentioned the youth, Joe, for this Lady Bulldog team. Taylor Montana, the only senior in the starting lineup. Now, Boone came off the bench. She's a senior, but they did start 2 juniors and 2 sophomores, which will really help the Lady Bulldogs down the line.
Montana with another look on a layup, but a miss.
This is a 3 for File. Rebound Talanka.
Tori Talanka's done a nice job for the Lady Bulldogs so far this year. Good rebound there.
Mensinger hits another 3. She's got 8 in this opening quarter. Berwick back in front, 9-8.
One of the bright spots we talk about youngsters is Reese Mensinger.
Uri's jumper won't go. Martin checked the rebound. File with an offensive putback. That won't go. Shamani gets an offensive rebound, and I believe Taylor Montana blocked that one out of bounds. Shamani the jumper. Rebound Martinchek. Kick out the File. Finds Shamani inside. Blocked by Montana.
Great effort by Montana. Taylor Montana knocking the ball away after the shot.
That one knocked by Talanka, and they're going to say Morocco did not reestablish in bounds. It'll be Berwick ball with 1:58 left in the opening quarter, and led by Reese Mensinger's 8. The Lady Bulldogs lead it by 1. Taylor Montana finds her sister Payton, goes cross court to Mensinger. I believe her foot was on the line. That was only a 2, and Uri with the rebound. She doesn't have numbers, but she pushes, and the runner won't go. Shamani follows it up. Gets her own rebound. That won't go. And Uri will get another opportunity for Hazleton area as Morocco will take the jumper. Rebound for Talanka.
Hazleton area shooting very poorly right now as there is a timeout.
It looked like Karen Boone, guessing the way they're looking, that she may have lost the contact. So they're allowing her to exit as number 3, Hannah Woodishik, is in for the Lady Bulldogs. This is Woodishik, and she's going to take a 3, and she'll get her own rebound.
Great hustle. And have a foul on the floor, I believe, Marty.
Instead of a jump ball, we're going to have a personal foul on a reach-in. It's going to be on Shamani, her first. Team second. Look inside to Taylor Montana, and a reach-in foul again against Hazleton area, and this time it's going to be Uri who picks up her first, team third. Taylor Montana looks inside to Talanka, knocked away by Martinchek, but taken right back, and here's Talanka. Her left-hand shot rolls in. Very nicely done by Tori Talanka. Lady Bulldogs up by 3.
Great move to the basket. Goes up with the left hand, Tori Talanka for 2.
Uri to Martinchek to Shamani. Back to Uri. As you can see on our scoreboard, 35 seconds and counting left in the opening quarter. Shamani's pass may have been tipped. Morocco has it. Shamani will take the jumper. Won't go. Martinchik gets the loose basketball out to Uri. Still plenty of time for Hazleton area. Down to 10 seconds left in the quarter. And a traveling violation called to give the ball to the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, Mackenzie Uri dribbled over Marty, lost her balance, and then tried to dribble again. So,
and a holding foul has been caught in the backcourt. And it's actually, I guess on the screen, Reese Mensinger called for her second, team third. So a big foul there for the Lady Bulldogs as Michaela Davis checks back in. Martinchek for the tie, can't get it to go, but she gets her own rebound, finds a cutting foul, and the basket's good to beat the clock. And at the end of one, Berwick 11, Hazleton area 10. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
Grand Central helps make your place the place where comfort is king and style rules the day. The place where dinner time is family time and bedtime is beautiful. Right now on all furniture and bedding, the price on the floor is the price to your door. No tax, no delivery, no inflated prices, no kidding. Plus up to 36 months interest-free financing. Grand Central, helping make your place home.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. Getting set for the start of the second quarter. Berwick in front, 11-10.
Marty, Hazleton area 3 for 21. 9 offensive rebounds. Berwick 4 for 11 from the floor. 7 rebounds, 2 offensive. Berwick has turned it over 7 times. The Lady Bulldogs enjoy a 1-point edge at the end of the first quarter.
Lady Bulldogs in the blue, going from right to left on your screen. Start the second quarter with number 15, Raina Goulstone. Payne Montana will take the deep three, can't get it to go. Martinchek the rebound. Woodishek, Talanka, and Davis round out the starting 5 in the second quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. This is Kendra File. Her jumper is good. She's got back-to-back baskets and has Hazleton area back in front, 12-11. File's out there with Martinchek, Morocco, Yorai, and Shamani. And File on the turnover kicks it ahead to Morocco. This is Shamani in the corner. Her jumper, good.
3 shots in a row, including the one at the end of the first quarter.
Nice hustle by Woodishek.
Very good hustle.
And get the ball off of Morocco to save the possession for Berwick.
Morocco watching the ball, waiting for it to go out of bounds. Woodishek hustled up, knocked it off her leg. Berwick inbounds it.
Boone Taylor Montana back in and Reese Mensinger back in. She's got 8 to lead the Lady Bulldogs, but the other stat is she's got 2 personal fouls to this point as File comes from behind with the block, but her pass is stolen by Boone. That shot won't go. Tipped around, and it'll be Hazleton area basketball. 6:57 left in the half. Lady Cougars up 3 coming up at the half. We'll get a look at the halftime stats compiled by our very own Jim Burns.
Berwick's going to have to stretch that defense if Hazleton area starts hitting that 3 ball. Can't allow them to take easy shots.
Shamani inside the 3-point line. She gets it to roll in. She's got back-to-back baskets, accounting for all 4 of her points here in the second. And the Lady Cougars now build a 5-point lead. Mensinger, and before the pass, Coach Phillips wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. I'd like to remind you that high school basketball on WILN is brought to you by John's Family Restaurant. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, stop in at John's Family Restaurant, located in the Churchill Mall in Hazleton, featuring Hazleton's favorite ham, pork, and beef barbecues, along with homemade soups and chili made fresh daily. Give them a call, 570-455-8133, John's Family Restaurant.
While you were discussing John's Family Restaurant, we watched the 3-ball from the corner. The Lady Bulldogs will inbound.
Hazleton area has 16 points. They've got 4 players with 4 points each. File, Yorai, Morocco, and Shamani. As I mentioned, the Lady Bulldogs led by Reese Mensinger with 8, but she does have 2 personal fouls to this point. Talanka gets the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Again, Tori Talanka underneath. Strong rebound, tried to get it back up, fouled while she was shooting.
Now both teams lead guards. Mensinger with 2, and that last foul was on Mackenzie Uri, her second, team 4th. So we'll see how foul trouble affects both of these coaches and how much they play both of their guards to wind out this opening half. Talanka misses both. Morocco, a strong move to the basket. She's got 6 to lead the Lady Cougars. And all of a sudden their lead is up to 7, 2 minutes into the second. And another turnover. Uri jumper, good.
We go from Morocco with a strong move to the basket. Uri with a good jumper. Bulldogs down 9 quickly.
Mensinger inside the three-point line, can't get it to go. Shamani the rebound. Hazleton area, as you mentioned, Joe, only 3 made field goals in that opening quarter. They've already made 5 here in this second quarter, not even 2.5 minutes in.
We talked about shooting at the end of the first quarter. Obviously, they have taken care of that, and they have built, as I mentioned earlier, a 9-point lead.
Mensinger kicks it ahead to Montana, off to Talanka. Her jumper won't go. Montana tried to kick it out for a save, but Uri has it, a kick ahead to Shamani. And Alyssa Shamani has 6, and the Lady Cougars, their largest lead is 11.
If you fall asleep on defense, don't get back quick enough. As another turnover, Hazleton Uri missed the 3 ball. Hazleton with the ball off the floor.
Martinchik, her jumper won't go. Talanka the rebound. Off of Boone, and it'll be Hazleton area ball with some pressure from Uri.
I've mentioned in several broadcasts about taking care of the ball. Need to do that to get it up the floor, have an opportunity to score.
Checking in for Hazleton area, number 30, Alexis Shido. File dribbles, gives it off to Morocco. In the high post, this is Martinchik. Her jumper won't go. Battle for the rebound. It will remain with the Lady Cougars. Well, we have a moment. I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have for so many seasons here on WYLN. Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Thank you to the Third Base Luncheonette. This is Uri with the Lady Cougars up 11. Make it 14 as Uri hits the 3. She's got 9 to lead all scorers. 25-11 Hazleton area. Shido with the steal, off to Uri. This is inside the 3-point line, won't go. File can't get the putback to go. It'll remain with the Lady Cougars.
I'll tell you what, if Mackenzie Uri starts hitting on the 3-ball more, you better get somebody in her face quickly. She is very accurate from that range. Hazleton area, the Lady Cougars shooting much better percentage-wise here in the second quarter.
3 subs in for Hazleton area. Number 43, Megan Trivelpiece, along with number 2, Allie Yale, and number 32, Jessica Zabataki. A couple of shots at the basket don't go for Hazleton area, and here comes Payne Montana for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets it to roll in. Her first basket cuts that Hazleton area run, and it's now 25-13. Lady Cougars.
Berwick area, the Lady Bulldogs, nice job bringing it down the floor quickly. Peyton Montana with the shot.
Look inside the Trivelpiece. That won't go. A rebound by Taylor Montana. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Mensinger to Boone. Shido with the steal.
I'll tell you what, Shido did a great job anticipating that, stepping in front of the pass.
Shido from the foul line can't get it to go. Montana with the rebound. Montana from the corner. Taylor Montana, the offensive rebound and putback. She's got 3. Back-to-back baskets by the Montanas. Have the Lady Bulldogs back within 10.
Taylor Montana strong on the boards.
Uri drives. She gets the basket to go. She's got 11 as she's the first in double figures. And it's 27-15 Hazleton area. Boone, the left-hand shot, up and good. Her first basket, cuts it to 10.
Great shot by Karen Boone. Using the boards.
Loose basketball, Talanka up with it. Gets it off to Payne Montana, and she was fouled. It'll be the 5th team foul on Hazleton area. Steve Nadrowski with the call.
Good hustle by Tori Talanka on the floor. Getting the ball, trying to get the ball to Taylor Montana. Berwick down 10, 150 left before the half.
First on Yale, team 5th. Uri remains on the floor, and the other 4 starters come back. Shamani, Morocco, File, and Martinchek. We're going to have a reach-in foul.
And that's what happens if you dribble too long. When that pressure comes, you end up trapped, then have a tough time. That time, Hazleton area Lady Cougars committed the foul.
Was the second on Shamani, team 6th. Mensinger will take the 3. Talanka, the offensive rebound and putback. And if that's Shamani, that'll be her 3rd.
I'll tell you what, Tori Talanka, an excellent job boxing out underneath the rebound. Didn't get it to go, but forced the foul. Will shoot 2, as you mentioned, Marty.
Tori Talanka, leading scorer of these Lady Bulldogs at 11.7 points per game. At the line, 67%. She hits the first. And Shamani will sit with those 3 personals as Alexis Sheeto is back in. One out of 2, and File has it. Here comes the Lady Cougars. File on the wing. Being checked by Mensinger. Into the corner to Sheeto, back to File. Martinchek's jumper is good.
Got to be quicker on defense. Can't let Martinchek take that kind of shot without somebody in her face.
And they're going to call Talanka for an offensive foul. I couldn't see it as Uri was in front of us, but probably the off arm.
With the push, exactly right.
And it'll be the first on Talanka, team 4th. Morocco spins. Martinchek can't get that jumper to go, knocked out of bounds. It'll remain with the Lady Cougars. 40.9 left in this opening half. Lady Cougars up 11. And Sheeto on the drive to the basket is fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot 2. Payne Montana the foul, her first, team 5th. And Alexis Sheeto to shoot 2. Montana gets the rebound as the score will remain 29-18 Hazleton area. Talanka finds Mensinger in the corner. She's going to take a 3 and hit it. Third 3 of the night for Reese Mensinger. She's got 11.
I'll tell you what, quick release by Reese Mensinger. Makes another 3, narrows it to 8 points.
And Mensinger comes up with the basketball, checks the clock, she's got time. Talanka to Payne Montana. Her jumper is up, won't go. Sheeto the rebound, and Morocco just hold on to it. Through a half, Hazleton area 29, Berwick 21. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby. What? The baby. Go. I got this. You're sure? It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. At the half, the Lady Cougars tied atop Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference with Pittston area with a 5-1 record, leading it at the half, 29-21 over the Lady Bulldogs. And Joe, it was definitely two different quarters in that opening half. Hazleton area, as we talked about, struggled to shoot in that opening quarter, found themselves down 11-10. Then all of a sudden they got hot from the floor, and along with the pressure defense, ended up building a lead as much as 14, now lead it by 8 at the half.
And what you described, Marty, is exactly what happened. Number one, shot much better second quarter. Number two, are forcing a lot of turnovers. Berwick having a tough time getting it up the floor when there's some pressure. So the Lady Bulldogs need to talk about that at halftime. Uri shoots the ball well, need to have somebody out in her face if you're defensively with the Lady Bulldogs.
And Berwick, once they do get into the half-court set, have done very well through some hot shooting of Reese Mensinger. But here's some highlights. Get a look at a nice left-handed shot there in the inside by Tori Talanka. And here we're going to see Hazleton area finding Alyssa Shamani, who got hot in that second quarter. She had 6 in the quarter. There's 2 of them right there with some hot shooting. And then Payne Montana coming back, and her sister Taylor getting the offensive putback for the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick. But as you mentioned, Uri got hot in that second quarter. She scored 7 of her 11 in that second quarter. Part of a strong second quarter for Hazleton area. And here Karen Boone off the bench with a strong drive to the basket and a left-hand bank shot for her lone basket. But we talked about the hot shooting of Reese Mensinger. 3 threes. She has 11 to lead the Lady Bulldogs. But the big story may be foul trouble tonight. Alyssa Shamani, who we saw in the one highlight, she has 3 personals. Mackenzie Uri 2 for Hazleton area. But Reese Mensinger, the hot shooting sophomore, she's got 2 fouls. So we'll have to see how that goes in the second half. But we're going to take a break. Coming up next, we'll get a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby. What? The baby. Go. I got this. You're sure? It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Do-it-yourself stores may be fine for garden hoses and 2x4s, but appliances? Those guys may know these washers, but Grand Central knows these washers, and ranges, and refrigerators, and more. GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style, with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens. So for wood screws and wheelbarrows, go ahead, do it yourself. But for the right appliances at the right price, let Grand Central do it for you.
Welcome back to live high school basketball on WYLN from the Huey McGinn Gymnasium. Girls action as Hazleton area's Lady Cougars leading the Lady Bulldogs by 8 at the half. We're about set to get a look at the halftime stats compiled by our very own Jim Burns.
Marty, we talked about Hazleton area, the Lady Cougars not shooting well in the first quarter. Shot better in the second quarter, 44 shots at the basket, 12 field goals. From the floor, Berwick, 8 for 24, the Lady Bulldogs. 3 points, Reese Mensinger, 3 for 6, 1 for 7, Hazleton area. Free throws, 2 for 6 for the Lady Bulldogs, 4 for 6 for the Lady Cougars. 18 rebounds for the Lady Bulldogs, 24 for the Lady Cougars. Offensive rebounds, 5 and 13. Lady Cougars plus 8 there. Turnovers, 14 and 5. Lady Cougars plus 9. As deftly pointed out by our statistician, that is 17 more possessions. And Lady Cougars up by 8.
You sure he's just not burned out from counting the 68 shots in that opening half?
I'm not sure. I need him to do me a favor, so I thought I'd mention that.
You decided to be nice to him. We're going to take a break. We are at the half. Third quarter action up next. You're watching live high school basketball on WYLN.
Grand Central helps make your place the place. The place where comfort is king and style rules the day. The place where dinner time is family time and bedtime is beautiful. Right now on all furniture and bedding, the price on the floor is the price to your door. No tax, no delivery, no inflated prices, no kidding. Plus up to 36 months interest-free financing. Grand Central, helping make your place home.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby. What? The baby. Go. I got this. You're sure? It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
We welcome you back to Hazleton Area High School, getting set for the start of the third quarter. Lady Cougars leading the Lady Bulldogs by 8. Berwick being led in scoring by the hot shooting of Reese Mensinger with 11. Hazleton Area led by Mackenzie Yorai with 11. 6 apiece for Maddie Morocco and Alyssa Shamani. And we're moments away from the start of the third quarter. We'd like to remind you that high school basketball on WYLN is brought to you by Sal's Septic Service Cesspools and Septic Tank Cleaning, a division of Marola's Garage located in Partysville. Give them a call, 570-455-6246. For all your septic tank problems, Enmarola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, they can fix it. Get a look at Steve Madrowski with the basketball. He'll be given off to Maddie Morocco as the Lady Cougars will start with the ball to start the third quarter. They're in the white going from right to left on your screen. Uri, Morocco, Martinchek, File, and Shamani, the original starting five start for Hazleton area. As Martinchek can't get the jumper to go, Taylor Montana, the rebound, gets it to her sister Payton. They're out there with Mensinger, Boone, and Talanka.
Payton Montana stops the dribble, sets it up for the Bulldogs. Boone goes up with the three.
File with the rebound. Here come the Lady Cougars. File a little out of control, called for the traveling violation.
Again, if Berwick at halftime had to talk about what they needed to do, break the press, number one, obviously keep the turnovers to a minimum. There they do a good job getting the ball to the middle.
And the press break might have been one of the topics of conversation for Coach Phillips in that halftime locker room. As Morocco will take a pull-up three and hit it. Maddie Morocco has 9. Lady Cougars back up 11 a minute into the third. And Mensinger breaks the press nicely. Had it knocked away by Uri, but it'll remain with Berwick with 6:52 left in the third.
Here in the first minute of the third quarter, Berwick looks like they've done a better job of breaking the press. Get it to Tori Talanka underneath on the inbound, and good.
She's got 5. It's a 9-point game. Morocco will try another three, and she's got it back-to-back threes for Maddie Morocco. She now leads all scorers with 12, as she has a quick 6 here in the third. Payton Montana tried to break the pressure going down the sideline, lost it out of bounds. It'll be Hazleton area ball, as Allie Yale is back in for Hazleton area. Uri gives off to Martinchek, to Shamani. This is Uri. Down low, Martinchek gets it to go. Nice passing by Hazleton area, and they build the lead back to 14.
Uri does a great job finding Martinchek underneath. Another turnover.
And Shamani gets the basket. She's got 8. Berwick takes a full timeout, down by 16. Back live at the Huey McGean Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. Hazleton Area starts this second half on a 10-2 run to build an 8-point lead and double it to 16.
I'll tell you what they do, Marty. The Lady Cougars overwhelm you. In the first half, there was a 4:47 time span where Berwick did not score. Hazleton, the Lady Cougars, were scoring. The lead shifted dramatically. Same thing happening here in the second half. Force you to turn it over. Then they come back and make some great shots.
And they come again with more full court pressure as Boone dribbles it up, gets it off to Mensinger. Payne Montana looks for her sister Taylor, and the shot is up and good. Taylor Montana has 5, and it's 39-25, Lady Cougars.
Payne Montana, great job finding her sister inside.
Morocco tried another 3. And Steve Madrowski right there saying that Payne Montana trying to block out Morocco. And the ball came up and hit her before it went out of bounds, so it'll remain with Hazleton area. Shamani's jumper won't go. And went out of bounds before Morocco could save it. Right in front of chief videographer Mike Lula, who did not even flinch, Joe.
That's what you call nerves of steel. The only time he doesn't have those is when he's watching the Jets play.
Payne Montana brings it down. Her pull-up jumper won't go. Uri the rebound, and ahead of the pack is Morocco.
There we go. Catch you off guard defensively if you don't get back. Another turnover.
Yale to Uri. And Hazleton area quickly up 18 as Taylor Montana throws it off of the Hazleton area defender. Will remain with the Lady Bulldogs, but Hazleton area will continue with the full court pressure. And Uri with the steal and the basket.
Great defense by Mackenzie Uri. Quick hands.
Talanka comes back with the left-hand basket and good. She's got 7. 45-27, Hazleton area.
Much better job by the Lady Bulldogs, wide open.
Yale hits the 3.
I'll tell you, Allie Yale, you have to get out on defense. Can't be lazy on defense.
And Talanka will come right back and get another left-hand basket to go. 6 of her 9 here in the third quarter. But the Lady Cougars with a big run to start this third, leading it by 19. Martinchek off back rim, rebound Mensinger. Mensinger with a strong move, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Defensively, the Lady Cougars, a lot of open shots. You have to get somebody up in their face, no matter if you're playing zone or man to man. You have to have somebody there.
Mensinger, as we mentioned, a sophomore, shooting 74% from the line. We have a full timeout taken by the Lady Cougars. They lead at 48-30.
Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
We welcome you back after the Hazleton area timeout. Lady Cougars up 18.
Marty, both teams shooting fairly well here in the third quarter. 8 for 12 from the floor. Lady Cougars, Lady Bulldogs, 4 for 6 from the floor.
And Mensinger will have a second free throw. That one won't go. Loose basketball. Talanka up with it for the Lady Bulldogs.
Good hustle, Tori Talanka.
Boone with a nice patience. Let the defenders go by. Couldn't get the jumper to go. This is Uri for 3. Off back rim. Shamani with the rebound. And Morocco will be the beneficiary as she hits another 3. She's got 11 of her 17 here in the third. And the Lady Cougars get it right back. Morocco will take another 3. This one won't go. Boone the rebound. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Davis over to Boone. Looking inside for Taylor Montana. And it'll be ruled off of Hazleton area, remain with the Lady Bulldogs.
Nice job defensively by the Lady Cougars. Berwick trying to get it inside.
Payne Montana back in, dribbles it out. Looks in the corner for Mensinger, who goes into the post to Talanka. Martinchek knocks it away. 3 minutes left in the third. Hazleton area with a strong third quarter, leading at 51-30. Talanka inside. Her jumper will roll in. 8 of her 11 here in the third. 51-32, Lady Cougars.
Good inbound underneath. Lady Bulldogs, Tori Talanka having a good game for the Lady Bulldogs. Gap 19. I believe it was 8 at halftime. That's a spurt I was talking about, Marty.
And the thing that's helped that spurt, the strong shooting of Maddie Morocco. 3 threes here in this third. She has 11 for the Lady Cougars in this quarter. Martinchik taps it out to Morocco. And here come the Lady Cougars up 19. Shamani over to Uri. Back to Shamani. This is Martinchik in the lane. Her jumper good. Ashley Martinchik has 6.
Again, defensively, nobody there can allow a shot at the top of the circle as Talanka, again, strong to the basket. But on the other end, you can't allow a shot by the Lady Cougars inside the circle with nobody close to her.
File finds Martinchik. Another jumper. This one won't roll in. Payne Montana the rebound for Berwick. This is Mensinger. She'll find Talanka inside. Nice pass by Mensinger to Talanka. Strong third quarter for Tori Talanka as she has 15 to lead the Lady Bulldogs.
Great pass by Reese Mensinger getting it inside.
This is File. Over to Morocco. As you can see on our scoreboard, under a minute remaining in the third. Martinchik can't get it to go. Davis the rebound. And Mensinger will look to push for the Lady Bulldogs, down 17. And Martinchik knocks it away from Taylor Montana. Talanka corrals. She got double teamed in the corner, loose. Nice save by Payne Montana to Davis. And stolen away by Uri. The quick hands of Mackenzie Uri benefits in her fast break basket. She's got 17 on the night, and it's 55-36 Hazleton area. Mensinger, that's another 3 for Reese Mensinger. She's got 15 behind 4 3-point baskets. Uri comes back, can't get the 3 to go. We're through 3. Hazleton area 55, Berwick 39. Fourth quarter action up next.
Grand Central helps make your place the place. The place where comfort is king and style rules the day. The place where dinner time is family time and bedtime is beautiful. Right now on all furniture and bedding, the price on the floor is the price to your door. No tax, no delivery, no inflated prices, no kidding. Plus up to 36 months interest-free financing. Grand Central, helping make your place home.
Welcome back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium. Hazleton area outscored Berwick 26-18 in a high-scoring third quarter to take a 16-point lead to the fourth quarter. Hazleton area led in scoring by Mackenzie Uri and Maddie Morocco with 17 apiece. 15 apiece for Reese Mensinger and Tori Talanka to lead the Lady Bulldogs.
Marty, the Lady Cougars 11 for 21 from the floor. Berwick 8 for 12 from the floor. 5 rebounds for the Lady Cougars, 7 rebounds for the Lady Bulldogs. Turnovers, 7. Lady Bulldogs. Has hurt them a lot tonight, the turnover situation.
That was a big part of that run in that third quarter by the Lady Cougars as they turn those turnovers into points. Tori Talanka, who's had a strong second half, is fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kendra File picks up her first, team second. Talanka gets the first to roll in. She starts the fourth for the Lady Bulldogs with Mensinger, Davis, Payne, and Taylor Montana. Hazleton area in the white starts with Martinchek, Shamani, Morocco, Uri, and File. 1 out of 2 for Talanka. She's got 16 to lead the Lady Bulldogs. It's a 15-point Lady Cougar lead.
A couple of things at this point. Number one, the Lady Cougars don't have to be in any hurry. They're up by 15. Started just...
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby. What? The baby. Go. I got this. You're sure? It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
As we go through this fourth quarter, I'd like to remind you that schools in the Wyoming Valley Conference and Lackawanna League, as Morocco takes a 3, won't go out of bounds. They're going to be having their Coaches versus Cancer fundraiser all next week, so wherever you may be watching us, try to support your local schools in their Coaches versus Cancer fundraiser that starts next week, and definitely a worthwhile cause, and a lot of those schools do a great job in raising money for the American Cancer Society. As Uri with a strong left-hand move to the basket, 5 of her 22 here in the fourth.
Kenzie Uri, great job running the offense, shoots the ball well, plays strong defense.
And File had it knocked away by Payne Montana, remaining with Hazleton area.
Good effort by Payne Montana, knocking that ball away. Good defensive effort.
Uri dribbles it out, guarded by Mensinger. Martinchek, strong move to the basket. Can't get the roll. Rebound Talanka. We're going to have a loose ball foul, I believe, against Hazleton area.
Now here's the situation. Berwick has the rebound. They were fouled. They're going to inbound. Let's see if they can get it down the floor with the pressure that Hazleton area has been putting on all night.
Payne Montana did it nicely as she found Taylor Montana. And an offensive foul will be called. Ashley Martinchek with a nice defense.
You know, defensively, if you're set, it's tough to call a defensive foul on that. I mean, if somebody's coming at you, and Martinchek did a great job of taking that.
Martinchek's jumper won't go. Tipped around, loose, and it'll be a Lady Bulldog ball with 5:54 remaining in the fourth. And a steal by Martinchek. Nice pass to Shamani. Alyssa Shamani's in double figures with 10.
Great ball movement by the Lady Cougars.
And Morocco tips the pass out of bounds. They'll remain with the Lady Bulldogs. Great balance tonight, Joe, from the Lady Cougars. 22 for Uri, 17 for Morocco, 10 for Shamani, 6 for Martinchek, and 4 for File. Taylor Montana inside, strong move, won't go. Gets her own rebound and putback is good. She's got 7. It's 62-42.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, buddy.
Taylor Montana, strong effort on the put back. I'll tell you what, again, it just, you can't allow that kind of shot.
And to see the way Hazleton area has been shooting the last 3 quarters, it's hard to believe that they started 3 for 21 in this game.
Well, you're right. It's a first quarter where they just couldn't hit a shot, but now everything that goes up, as your eye proves.
She's got 25.
Berwick has 26 turnovers. The Lady Cougars have 6. Big statistic right there.
And both teams are going to empty the benches for Hazleton area. Number 14, Rachel Weck, is in. She's in with Trivelpiece, Yale, Zabataki, Shido. And the Lady Bulldogs have Boone, Woodishick, Goulstone, as well as number 32, Mallory Pinterick.
Mallory Pinterich is in the ball game, along with and
number 20, Ronnie Eisenberg. I'd like to remind you that high school basketball on WYLN is brought to you by Chura's Auto Sales, located on Route 93 in West Hazleton. They've been selling pre-owned cars and trucks for over 60 years. They carry clean, affordable, and reliable vehicles. When you need a good pre-owned vehicle, stop at Chura's Auto Sales. They're number 570-454-7229.
we're going to have a foul called. Zabataki going to the basket. Foul is on.
Goulstone, her first, team second. Jessica Zabataki to the line. Trivelpiece, the offensive rebound, and the putback won't go. Loose basketball picked up by Boone.
Megan Trivelpiece, great job taking it off the floor. Couldn't get the basket to go.
Boone looks inside. Goulstone can't get it to go. Rebound Eisenberg, and it'll remain with the Lady Bulldogs. 3:48 remaining as Hazleton area at the end of the night wanting to be no worse than in a tie once again with Pittston area top the Wyoming Valley Conference. They'll have a rematch here in 2 weeks, and we'll have it for you on WILN with the Lady Patriots. Shido looks inside for a cutting Trivelpiece. Knocked away. Zabataki's jumper is good. It's a 2.
And Lady Cougars continue their streak of very good shooting.
This is Woodishick to Boone. Pinterich, her jumper won't go. And rebound Trivelpiece. Here come the Lady Cougars. Ali Yale bringing it up. Shido at the elbow, over to Yale. Off to Rachel Weck. This is Trivelpiece on the wing. Zabataki with the left-hand runner that won't go. Shido gets the rebound.
Good hustle by Shido.
Yale will take a 3. Rebound for Boone. Woodishick's jumper is good, and it's a 3 for Hannah Woodishick.
Very nice 3-ball by Woodishick from the corner. Narrows the gap. but I don't believe it's enough for the Lady Bulldogs as we're going under the 2-minute mark here shortly.
Trivelpiece gets the rebound out to Shido. Weck drives, loses it, but Yale gets the loose pass ball off to Trivelpiece. That won't go. And the rebound for Eisenberg. Goldstone had it blocked by Zabataki. Yale looks to push. Kick ahead to Zabataki. That's a 3, won't go. Goldstone the rebound. And here comes Pinterich for the Lady Bulldogs. Boone thought about the 3, but found Goldstone at the elbow. Her jumper good.
Good pass. Goldstone goes up. Makes the short jumper.
And we're at the last minute of this fourth quarter, as Hazleton area will improve to 6-1 atop the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I. Zabataki will take a 3. Rebound Eisenberg, and here comes Pinterich for the Lady Bulldogs. And Coach Phillips takes a timeout to get a player into the game. That'll be number 24, Megan Dalo.
Megan Dalo, only a freshman.
Look inside, that's Dalo, and she got the roll. She gets her first basket of the night.
Great move to the basket by Megan Dalo.
And Joe, when you look at Berwick,
I'll tell you what, they have some good young players as Yale makes a shot from the corner.
but keep an eye on this Berwick team in the next couple of years. A lot of juniors and sophomores on their roster, and Dalo, a freshman, as you mentioned, gets back-to-back baskets to end the game, as Hazleton area will come away with a 71-51 victory over the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick. And we talked about it earlier. Berwick led this game at the end of a quarter, partially due to the fact that Hazleton area shot 3 of 21 from the floor, but they got hot in the second quarter, and they got off to a great start in that third quarter, taking an 8-point lead up over 20 at different points of that third quarter.
I'll tell you what happened. The shift was the turnovers by Berwick, the Lady Bulldogs, and Hazleton area started shooting it very well from the floor, as you see Coach Gavio, Coach Phillips talking. But that shift right there, Marty, was exactly what happened and caused a 20-point margin at the end of the ball game.
And we've talked about it so much that Hazleton area pressure will wear on you, and it seemed like Berwick, first couple possessions in that third quarter, broke the press nicely, but then as the quarter went along, that pressure really intensified on Berwick, and Hazleton area made that run to get them this 20-point victory.
I tell you what, Marty, you get the ball up the floor, you have to pass it. Once you put it on the floor and they get a chance to double up on you, you have a real problem. And I think that's what Berwick was doing as they went through the first half. They did a little bit better job in the second half, but still turned it over much too much. 28 turnovers for the Lady Bulldogs.
And part of that, when you see 28 turnovers, the 18 offensive rebounds for the Lady Cougars, that helps them to put up 84 shots on the night as they go 30 of 84.
Exactly right. And tough. When somebody puts 84 shots up, they don't have to make a good percentage to score some points, and that's exactly what happened. They ended up 30 out of 84. Not great shooting from the floor, but they had so many attempts.
And as we mentioned earlier, Coaches versus Cancer next week. Support some of your local schools wherever you may be watching us tonight. I was told we're not going to be doing the Nanticoke MMI game that was on our schedule next Tuesday night. So, Joe, this is it for us for the winter season, unless we get deep into playoffs, as you're off to sunny Florida.
I'll think of you, and good luck. I know Joe Flanagan will do a great job here.
Yeah, we'll have him on board as much as we can. But, Coach, have a safe trip. Enjoy the warm weather in Florida. We'll see you come March.
All right, thank you very much.
Hazleton area led the night in scoring by Mackenzie Orice, 25. Maddie Morocco, 17. 12 for Alyssa Shamani. Tori Talanka had 16 for Berwick, 15 for Reese Mensinger. For our director, where have you gone? Joe Maggio. For Jim Burns on stats, for Joe DeMelfi, soon to be in Florida, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, Hazleton area 71, Berwick 51. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazleton.